ask yourself, is it in ground planting or is it in containers? One or the other. Go ahead, put your comment down, because today we're going to be talking about the art of container gardening. Hi you guys, welcome back to my garden. I have a group of containers here that I planted up in the earlier parts of the season, and I methodically planted them up to give me a luxurious show throughout the season. With the plantings, I went in and I chose a different variety of containers, and I chose them in various heights. So I had containers that were on the smaller side, I had containers that were on the bigger side, and containers that were in a medium size. I also had a few containers that were the exact same height. But what gives me this look that I have behind me here is the grouping of plants. When you're doing container gardening, you want to have a recipe of a thriller, a filler, and a spiller. So with my thriller, if you look at this arrangement, don't look at them as just individual containers. I want you to look at them if it's just one large container. Your thriller is going to be the star of the show. Thriller can be a large topiary. You can have a obelisk as a thriller. You can have sticks as a thriller. The possibilities are endless with your thriller. Then with your filler plant, you want your filler plant to be something that comes that's lower than the thriller and that's going to fill in that space between the thriller and the spiller. You can also use for your fillers pine cones. You can use sticks. You just don't have to use flowers for your fillers. It just all depends on the season that you're planning for in your garden. So for your spiller plants, you want to have something that comes and drapes down. Grasses is a beautiful one that you can use as a spiller. You can use grasses as a filler, and you can also use grasses as a thriller. Supertunias, petunias, anything that cascades down the front. Sweet potato vine is also another creeping Jenny. Those are all beautiful spillers that you can use in your containers. So with your plant choices, and to make a strong impact, you can use perennials, you can use annuals. With the container selection, you want to choose containers in various heights. And the reason why you do that is because it elevates the eye, and it also elevates the plant to give you the look that you're trying to achieve in your pot. So, because I wanted this to appear as though it was literally one large container, that I had chose a selection of plants, whether it be thrillers or fillers, what I did was I have one central thriller, and that's this beautiful Blue Point juniper that my boys got me for Mother's Day. And I chose my plant selections. I chose plants that I knew their performance would vary based on the amount of fertilizer that I was giving them. So for example, we have a beautiful Supertunia Vista bubblegum. And here, she's not as vigorous because I don't give her the food that she needs so she can give the show that she's supposed to give. Then also, I have this beautiful Euphorbia, and it's giving us the aerial effect, and it's also giving us a beautiful feel from one tier to the next. I also used a plant that I knew would get rather large but have beautiful texture and foliage. That's this beautiful dahlia that I have here. And she has one bloom over here, but she's not getting the full amount of sun because the other plants are shrouding her a little bit. Now since fall is upon us, she's not getting as much sun as she normally would. So therefore, her blooms are reflecting that as well. So with the plant choices, when you use perennial plants in your containers, you want to make sure that you have 2 zones lower than your current planting zone. So I'm in a zone 6, so I want to make sure I'm in a zone 4 to give my plants that extra buffer. Hey girl, hey mama, hey. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll be showing you pictures later.